Welcome to the second session of a data access tool. And for this, we're going to explore the NASA Worldview data access tool and the NASA Ocean Color website. So let's get started. The NASA Worldview is an interactive web-based tool which allows you to browse satellite imagery, and in some cases, some of the data, the imagery are available within very few hours of their observation. So it can provide you what we call a near real-time data of what is happening. So you can have access to that. And it also provides you opportunity to actually download the data either in JPEG format, PNG formats, or the GeoTIFF, as well as KML format. In the GeoTIFF format, you can actually have a georeferenced data set that you can use within a GIS platform, or you can have the KML version also, which is georeferenced, and you can use it within a GIS platform. However, the JPEG and the PNG, these are ones that you can have as image that you can insert into your word processing or any other package that doesn't have the capability to process geographical or georeferenced data. So data is available from 2012 up to the present date. So there's a huge body of data that is available for different parameters and different sensors spread across the globe. So you can explore directly from here to see what is available, and you can decide to pick on what you want to use from this platform. So it's also a very useful website where you can have access to a wide variety of data. You can visualize, you can narrow down to a particular period, you can do a whole bunch of things, but ultimately you can download the data and now go on to process it further, or you can decide to just take a snapshot of the data as a picture, which you can use in other word processing, or maybe in reports and things like that, reports or some other word processing platform that does not require a lot of processing of the data. So basically you are producing reports and things like other people can read, but if you want to process the data more and create maps and create some other things, you might want to use those format like the GeoTIFF and the KML format. It seems as if the platform is quite slow. Maybe my network is quite slow now, so we can continue. Okay, good, it's back on. So you can look at a whole lot of things. You can add layers of interest. You can activate and deactivate layers that you don't find interesting. So here you add layers, so you can pick up on different things you want. So let's say we want to look at something relevant for water resource management. So let's look at sea surface temperature. Let's look for that. We can type it directly up here. Sea surface temperature. So let's look at sea surface temperature. You can see there are a whole lot of different let's look at L2. Let's look at this. Okay, we can also look at okay, let's just look at this and leave the rest. Okay, that's about enough. So we close that, and voila, we have the sea surface temperature. Let's zoom in. Okay, let's see. So we want to see, I would turn off this coastline, and probably, let's see, corrected reference. I will turn off this as well, and we'll zoom into this. Let's see what can we see from there. Okay, there's an error message. Okay, it's beginning to load. So let's give it some time. So this will show us sea surface temperature. Let's narrow it down. Okay, most recent data. Okay, so this is Australia right there. This is parts of Africa. Let's zoom in here. Okay, so we can see warmer waters around here, and this is for this period, December 28th. So this is the temperature around the Gulf of Guinea. Okay, and there's some black spot there where there's no data. So this is what we've got there, and you can share this map, you can switch projection, you can take a snapshot of the data, okay, and you can also download the data here. So this is just a quick overview of what is possible if you want to add more layers, so you can visualize the data before you decide to download the data. So let's get back to our presentation. So that is just a quick overview of what you can do with the NASA Worldview website. It's quite useful, and there's a whole lot of data right there. So in addition to that, there are layers. As you can see, when I went in looking for particular data of interest, I can see different layers, different themes of data: air quality, ash plumes, fire, dust storm, drought, vegetation, shipping, severe storm, floods, and so on. So you can search by hazard and disaster, you can search by discipline, or you can search by featured data set. So layers, there are themes of layers that are groups which you can scroll through and decide to pick the one that is useful for you. So I will enjoy you to take some time and explore some of the data set that's available here. There's a whole lot of data out there. So let's move on to the NASA Ocean Color website. This website provides an opportunity to it serves as the distributed active archive center. So the data is available in this is the platform in which a whole lot of data that is available for the satellite ocean biology is available through this DAC, this DAC center. So huge data is available that are of relevance specifically for ocean biology, satellite ocean biology. So it kind of narrow things down, focusing on relevant data set for ocean biology or the study of marine environment. So you can look through this website to get data that are much more focused on ocean biology. Okay, so it's managed and supported by Ocean Biology Processing Group at NASA, and they do the collection, processing, calibration, validation, a whole lot of things to make sure that the data is useful and relevant for their own work and for what other people might want to use it for globally. So things like ocean color for chlorophyll monitoring, sea surface temperature, salinity, and a whole lot of data is available through this platform. And if we go there quickly, we can just explore a bit of what is available from this website. It's not one of the most beautiful websites, but it's not the beauty that we are looking for. It's the utility. We want it to go ahead and do what is necessary. So a whole lot of data can be captured from this, and Look at this wonderful picture that shows plankton. That is an island of plankton floating through the sea, and this is December 2020, and it was captured by the Suomi NPP and the NOA 20 near the South Georgia Island, where phytoplankton bloom are running across the ocean. Unfortunately, this thing is not coming through quickly enough, but that's just an example. It's a beautiful picture coming through, but I think I'll leave that for now. So what I'm trying to get at is that there is a whole lot of data that you can download. If you come here, you can find data. You can see CBAS data. This is in situ data. Okay, so data that have been collected by researchers in the field are also made available through this website. So you can search for a data set across different areas. So so as you can see here, if you have institute data that you measured, you can archive it here so that it becomes useful for other people across the world. I think there is more data for the US than any other part of the world within this platform. So you can find data here, satellite data, using the find data, using the direct data access. So this platform, let me go back. This platform provides an opportunity for you to download, to search, do a direct data download, do a data file search, extract in-situ data monitored by other people across the world for validation of of the satellite data. So it's huge, and it's very focused on looking at ocean, the dynamics of the ocean and their properties. So it's a very useful site when it comes to water resource management, especially in the marine environment. So you might want to explore this more to see what is possible, but remember, it's possible for you to visualize, to download, to search for data, to do a bulk download of data, get direct data access, do a file search, and so on, and also get access to in-situ data from this platform. So this brings us to the end of this second session. We have looked at the NASA Worldview data. It's an interactive web-based tool for browsing satellite data, and even at times there are some data that are available within a very few hours of their observation. Then we have looked at the National Ocean Color Web, where you can visualize and browse, do a visual browse, download, order the data to access all the supported satellite for level 1, level 2, and level 3, as well as in-situ data. So these are just two, in addition to the two that have been mentioned earlier. These are just two of those data access tools that you can use for remote sensing. I'll see you in the next session.